Hi everybody, welcome to Chow Time. I'm Spike Spencer and I'm gonna be cooking something up for you today. Okay, today we have mom's favorites. All right, everybody out there has a mom. I think we can agree on that. And some of your moms could cook, some of them could not. Whether they could cook or not, there's a few things that still just tug at your heartstrings. That you remember that they cooked when you were a kid and you're like, oh man, every now and then, oh, I gotta have that. Well, today we're doing one of those. I'm sure I'll do many more shows with mom's favorites, but today we're doing something called Campfire Stew. This is something my mom used to make, and every now and then I'm just like, oh man, I gotta get it. Gotta do it. Nothing super crazy special about this. It's actually very, very simple, and I've already gone ahead and I have browned some hamburger, like 1 pound of hamburger. You brown the hamburger, and I always put, I chop onions up and saute those first. Then I put my hamburger, and then I brown that all up. And that's the basis for anything I do with ground beef. I just think the onion works really well with the ground beef. That's my own prerogative. So I'm going to put this here and let it start to warm up a bit. And then, very, very simple. This is a recipe that she had when she was in Girl Scouts, I think it was, back in the 50s. You take a can, actually I take 2 cans of Campbell's vegetable soup. Now you don't have to have Campbell's, it doesn't have to be Campbell's, it doesn't have to be anything in particular. You want to go better, I know, I usually try to go organic, top quality, etc. This is how she made it. So, I get some Campbell's vegetable soup. For those of you that have a mommy that has crossed over to the other side, you know what I'm talking about, guys. These dishes will bring back memories and just, it's like a warm hug from mom. I miss you, mom. Love you up there. All right. It's already tugging at the heartstrings right there, guys. You smell it and you go, oh, I remember that. Oh my gosh. All right, now so as you know with soups, like Campbell's soups, that's always add 1 can of soup and then a can of water in that soup. I do something a little different with these kind of things. I try to always add a little extra flavor anywhere I can. So in the can, I'm gonna put some chicken stock. There we go. So I got 2 cans of that. I'm gonna shake it around. Actually, I'm gonna take both of my cans and go back and forth so I get every bit of that soupy goodness out of there. Every little piece of whatever's in there. Let's mix. There we go. All right, so my 2 cans of water are in there. So, give it a little spin, see how you like it. If that's soupy enough for you, that's great. By the way, the chicken stock adds a little more flavor. I try to use my chicken stock, but I've been trying other chicken stocks that are out there, organic chicken stocks, because most of your chicken and beef broth or bouillons or stocks are full of crap. Seriously, look at the ingredients. You're like, is there any beef in here? Is there any chicken? Where? So, if you can make it your own, which I'm gonna show you in another video, that's way better. It is so much better. You taste it from the very, very first second. You're like, oh my gosh, that's really good. All right, we're gonna crank this up. I wanna boil this a little bit. Then I'm going to add to that, not just the stock, I'm gonna add some garlic, salt, and pepper. That's my thing. You'll notice I use that a lot. Little garlic, salt, and pepper works very well for me. And one of my favorite herb. Okay, 2 favorite herbs. 1, rosemary. Oof, I love rosemary. I put it in all kinds of stuff. I probably pop one in here. But for this one, I actually like tarragon. I don't know if you can read that. It's tarragon, trust me. Do you trust me? Okay. Now remember what I always say, when you have some herbs that are dry, take them, put them in your hand, and crumble them out like that, so that you will release the oils that are stuck inside there. Because these things have been sitting back in your cabinet going, when's they gonna try me? I want them to use me, please. So there you go. That's how you do that. All right, now we've got everything in here. And you know, there's one other thing that I would put in here, and it just hit me. I have some tomato paste. Now this is sun-dried tomato paste. I will usually have some of this somewhere because sometimes you don't want to open up a can and use like 1 teaspoon or tablespoon and the rest goes bad anyway. I'll take a little bit of this and squeeze just a bit in there. That always adds a little extra flavor, more of an umami base to it. There we go. That is the trick. There you go, guys. That's pretty much it. Now I would let this just sort of cook down for 10, 15 minutes. I mean, it's good to go right now. But I'd let it go down just for a little bit because I want it to bring out all the flavors. You want them to mesh. And if you want to have things mesh in a soup or a stew or something like that, you want to let it actually cook for a little bit and get that nice, it just deepens it. It's like any soup or stew. If you cook it and then you put it in the fridge for a couple of days and you cook it again and reheat it, it's like, my gosh, this is so much better. How did that happen? Science. I don't know. It could be anything. All right, that is that. Let's ladle some out so we get a good picture of what we're dealing with here. There you go. Come on. Now we have a bowl of campfire stew. It takes almost no time at all. There we go. Campfire stew for you. It was easy to make. It does not cost a lot. I mean, this whole bowl is what? A pound of ground beef. You could use ground pork, turkey, chicken, anything you want. But 1 pound, 2 cans of vegetable soup, a little chicken broth if you want it. You don't have to do that. That's really it. This is affordable, it's fast, it's easy, and my mom made it all the time, and I loved it, and I still do. I'll share some more of Mom's favorites with you in some other shows, but right now, that is it. This is chow time. This is campfire stew. Easy, tasty for the whole family. So go make some today. I'm Spike Spencer. I will see you next time.